They're scared because you're quiet. You're out of reach. They are pretending not to care, but it's not what you think. There's a mask coming off, and you already know this. You know who it's about if it's for you. Secret admirer, admiring you in secret because you are out of reach, and they're afraid to approach you, afraid to misunderstand something, afraid that they have misunderstood something all along. That's why they really were hoping for more of a sign that you had feelings, that you had stronger feelings. They're trying to act like this isn't a big deal, but they're thinking of you, thinking of you. Grass was not greener. Upset because they know they blew something. They know they blew a chance that they probably aren't going to have again with you, because they wouldn't give themselves another chance. They're hoping, though, that you will find some forgiveness in your heart, that you will understand that they have worked hard for their opportunities. What? I'm just going with what I get, but you can do better. You know that they have worked hard for their opportunities. Let me just, what am I getting here? Let me tune in to the right frequency. You know, this person just doesn't think that other people work as hard as they do. They are very entitled. Think that other people owe them something. What? What did I start out this reading with? Okay. Sorry. Sometimes it changes so much as I go, as I get more cards and more messages. It's really the tuning in. It's not so much the cards. It's just the channeling that goes on. There's a lot of pride, a lot of ego. Like they think that you should have done something. They think they are such a catch, such a prize. That's the mask that's coming off. They think they're so great that you should be like more appreciative or something. What? That's weird, crazy. It's good to have high self-esteem, I guess. They have very high self-esteem. They think that, why would you miss an opportunity like them? You know? That's what they really think. They think they are an opportunity. Are they? You need to know that. You need to know that whatever's going on here, and there's more to it than this, you know, there's more to it. But this person really thinks that they're a catch, a prize, that you would be very lucky to have them. You need to know that. Okay? Your spirit already told you. They're not really even shy about it either. Okay, several cards here. It's funny, fear of rejection tied down, self-medicating, but they had a wake-up call. Yeah. Okay. They had a big pivotal moment where they realized that you might not be talking to them again. They realized they might have finally overstepped because of all this entitlement. You need to understand that's where it comes from. Like someone who really says, oh, I won't cheat, but they're always cheating. And then later they're like, oh, it's the last time they'll ever cheat. They cheat again. Ongoing patterns. Because this person feels very entitled. They keep going back to you. It's like nothing measures up to you. And that's what bothers them. Okay? It's like after it's all said and done, like you might call it cheating. They might call it, well, we weren't exclusive. Okay? I'm just saying, they might have a different explanation for it. But in the end, what it was, they were just testing out different people, but that person didn't meet their expectations. So they let themselves get caught cheating. Wondering if you would take them back because they felt that entitled, because it happened the first time. You know, it's amazing how many people will tolerate cheating, huh? People just need to just be in like open relationships. Just stop trying to have actual relationships, because so many people cheat. Like as soon as they're unhappy and they feel stuck, and you know, I hate to say it, but after it's all said and done, and one person always feels like they were taken advantage of. Like they cheated. It was so bad that they cheated. They were such a bad cheater, a bad person. It's because the person wasn't getting what they wanted in the relationship. Now, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the person who got cheated on. It doesn't mean they did anything wrong. It just means it was a mismatch. The person should have broken up with them before it got to the level of cheating. Okay? That's what's going on here. I just got that. That's why the self-medicating, the wake-up call. This person is in some kind of situation they settled for, according to these cards. fear of rejection. I mean, they're not to that point yet where they're desperate enough, where they're just unhappy enough to either cheat or break up, because that's what it comes down to. If you're that unhappy, the person that you're with just isn't fulfilling some kind of need, and you can't change that, you need to get out of it unless you have agreed upon something open. Okay, unless you agree that it's not exclusive, but that's something a lot of people can't do. A lot of people just won't do that. But anyway, I'm smiling because I can feel a lot going on here, a lot going on in this situation. Just get out of this situation before they cheat, because cheating is not going to help anything. It never does. How has it ever helped anybody? Really? I mean, you can always argue that all things work together for good, right? I mean, I've known some great relationships that started because people cheated honestly, but were they really that great? I don't know. You don't know who else is going to come along. That's never happened to me, but I've known that to happen to people who were in happy marriages, then met someone at work and they were both happier with that person. Went on to be happy for a very long time. I'm just getting somebody who's like kind of in that energy, like, what do I do? Like, they don't necessarily have someone else, but they wish they did. They're to that point where they want to cheat, although they haven't cheated. They just had a wake-up call that has made them feel tied down, and they didn't feel tied down before. So coming back to you, wondering if you were going to reject them, that's part of the fear of rejection. Because you may be someone who they think about cheating with. Someone who they hope they wouldn't have to cheat with, because if they had you or someone, some kind of connection, they could get out of the one they're in. This is really not someone who wants to be alone. They don't like being alone. As soon as they get out of a relationship, they get into another one. It's one of those things where, you ever known somebody who got divorced the next year they're married to someone else? A lot of times that happens because people were cheating before the first marriage ended, but not always. Some people just got to be married, and it's a frequency they're putting out. You know that, right? I mean, it's a frequency. If you're going out there with that frequency, just thinking, I'm looking for someone to get married to, I'm looking for a relationship, desperation, in other words. Not that it always has to be desperation, because sometimes people actually find the one. Just imagine yourself putting out the frequency, attracting what's going to make you the happiest. Okay, imagine a happy day in some kind of relationship, if that's what you want, okay? You Can Do Better came out. Like I said, this person has a massive ego. They still think they could get away with a lot, or they should get away with a lot. Like, it took this wake-up call for them to realize how long it had been since they heard from you, or to realize that it might be completely over, that they can't just go running back to you. Card from this deck, what would they say to you? I can't stop thinking about you. Yep. No one else has this effect on me. Look, you know what to do, and really, your spirit's already told you what this is about. I got accept what you cannot change, and you will get through this. This is about some kind of spiritual lesson for you. This person was not meant to be in your life. You need to know you were protected, okay? You were protected. And that you will get through this. Like, that could be speaking to the old version of you that was really into this situation. Or to the version of you that thinks things might be different. I just need to tell you that things are not going to be different with this person unless they have really, really changed. I mean, isn't that always the case? But it's the ego, it's the entitlement, the lack of humility, complete lack of humility. But they put a lot of pressure on themselves too. They put pressure on themselves and on other people. It just doesn't sound like a happy long-term thing, okay? You are unstoppable. You attract healthy relationships. This kind of energy keeps coming out. You are unstoppable. No one can hold you back. Not this, not anything else. No one, nothing can hold you back. You attract healthy relationships. Like I said, this is about the frequency of healthy relationships. Whether they just be friendship or romantic or whatever. You know what? I'm going to do that for all of us right now. I'm going to do that for all of us, including me, everybody. Everybody. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths, and I'm going to just form a ball of energy here. Ooh. This is just about us attracting our tribe, our soul family, if you want to call it that, the people who really get us, the people who are like-minded, spiritually like-minded encourage us, are good for us. We encourage each other, not competitive, not jealous of what anyone else has. Just helpful, encouraging, inspiring, productive, unconditionally loving, no emotional vampires, okay? Anyway, all that energy. For me, you, and everyone else, just healthy relationships, people who know that we're unstoppable, who encourage us to be unstoppable, who don't try to get in our way. I send all of us that energy. I hope you felt that. I felt it. Anyway, nothing can get in your way. You are unstoppable and you attract healthy relationships. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.